Hold on tight, Emmerdale fans. Next week in the Dales is about to flip everything on its head. From surprise alliances to dangerous misunderstandings and a shocking truth that could destroy everything. The week of 21st to 25th April is packed with drama you won't see coming. Kim and Cain, usually fierce forces on their own, form an unlikely tag team to put an end to the feud between Joe and Caleb. But can they really stop the fire? Or are they about to pour petrol on it? Meanwhile, Victoria stumbles upon a jaw-dropping secret about John, one that could change how she sees him forever. And just when you think Billy's got it figured out, he makes a move that could land the wrong man in serious trouble. These are 14 unmissable Emmerdale spoilers you need to know. And trust us, number 9 will leave your jaw on the floor. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for your weekly dose of soap spoilers, drama breakdowns, and all the latest from the village. Hit that bell so you never miss a twist. Let's get into it. 1. Cain is concerned. When the police turn up at the depot, Ruby and Caleb breathe a sigh of relief. They're not there about Anthony, but a break-in instead. Then Joe shows up, all smug and ready to gloat. But Caleb doesn't take it lightly and ends up roughing him up. Cain steps in before things get out of hand, clearly worried about how far this feud might go. 2. Kim and Cain unite. Cain has it out with Kim, keen to put an end to the clash between Caleb and Joe. While the two of them try to figure out a plan, Joe turns up. Kim doesn't hold back. She hits him with some brutal home truths to make sure both he and Caleb stay out of prison. 3. Kim makes a deal. Kim invites Caleb and Ruby over to home farm, hoping to finally put an end to all this drama. But things quickly turn into a back and forth of sniping and bickering. Fed up, Kim suggests they call a truce, and even offers Caleb some compensation to settle it. She puts the land around his depot on the table, but it's clear she's not up for negotiation. Caleb's left wondering if taking the deal is the right move, but it's her final offer. 4. Joe and Kim plot together. Once the deal's done and she's alone with Joe, Kim is fuming. Joe swears he won't lie to her again, but Kim's already thinking ahead. She's got a new plan in mind, and it starts with keeping her enemies close. Kim tells Joe they should join forces and build an empire no one can touch. 5. Victoria makes a discovery. Victoria gets in touch with some of John's old army mates to help plan his stag do and ends up meeting his friend Connor. They get chatting about her brother, who's always been a bit of a mystery. But then comes the shocker. Connor tells her that Aiden's actually still alive. He explains what went down in Afghanistan and reveals that Aiden's been in a coma this whole time, and he's currently in hospital in Leeds. 6. John is in panic mode. Victoria's still reeling after what she's heard about Aiden, so she heads straight to the hospital to see for herself. And when she realises Connor was telling the truth, she's completely shaken and leaves in a hurry. Later on, she confronts John and tears into him for keeping the truth about Aiden hidden. John starts to panic, and it looks like he's getting ready to do a runner. 7. Billy confronts Ross. Billy's mind is racing when Mackenzie throws out the idea that Dawn could be having an affair with Ross. He can't shake the thought and starts to look at everything through a new lens. Things take a turn when he notices Dawn has changed the code on her phone. That simple act sends his mind into overdrive, making him believe the worst. He can't stop thinking about it, especially when Joe adds more fuel to the fire by suggesting there's something going on with Ross. It's like every little detail is pointing him in the same direction, and it's not a good one. Billy's suspicions finally boil over when he decides to confront Ross at home farm. What starts as a tense exchange quickly escalates into a full-blown fight. Just when it seems like things couldn't get worse, Dawn walks in at the wrong moment and breaks things up. In the heat of the moment, Billy can't help himself and blurts out his theory about the affair, and of course, Clemmy is right there to hear it. It's an awkward and emotional moment that leaves everyone wondering just how much damage has been done. 8. Joe comforts Billy. Billy's gutted when Clemmy won't even come near him, and it hits even harder when he realizes he was wrong the whole time about Dawn and Ross. The embarrassment and guilt come crashing in, and he's left feeling like he's completely messed everything up. Joe's there to comfort him, offering a bit of support, while Billy tries to pull himself together, but deep down, the guilt's just building. Later on, Joe has a quiet word with Dawn, telling her that keeping their relationship under wraps is still the right move. For now. 9. Dawn and Billy talk to the kids. After saying sorry to Ross, Billy's actually a bit lifted when Ross tells him not to let all this get in the way of seeing the kids. It gives him a bit of courage to try and make things right. He shows up at home farm with some flowers for Dawn and holds his hands up for the way he acted. But when the kids get back and start firing questions, there's no hiding it. They've got to come clean and say they're getting a divorce. Billy's gutted about moving out and being away from the kids, but Kim steps in and offers him a place to stay in the home farm holiday cottage. 10. Sarah warns Kammy Sarah's made it clear. If Kammy goes ahead with that risky dirt bike race, their relationship's finished. But even with her warning, Kammy and Jacob go ahead and decide to race anyway. The next day, Charity steps in to help Jacob get ready for the race, but things take an unexpected turn when Cain shows up. He winds Charity up by casually mentioning he's there to back Kammy, leaving Charity fuming. 11. Sarah tries to make a decision. Sarah's all over the place, caught between her feelings for both lads. She even tries to make a pros and cons list for Jacob and Kammy, hoping it'll help her figure things out. At the same time, Cain and Charity get in on the action, putting a bet on the race to make things even more interesting. 12. Jacob crashes. As the race kicks off, Cammy's in the lead, looking like he's got it all under control. But things take a turn when an unexpected obstacle slows him down, and Jacob manages to slip past. The tension builds, and it all comes down to the Devil's Leap, the most dangerous part of the race. Jacob, unsure, hesitates at the last moment and ends up crashing, while Kammy nails the jump perfectly, landing it like a pro and crossing the finish line as the winner. Kammy rushes over to check on Jacob, worried about the crash, but the trainee doctor quickly sends him away, saying everything's under control. It's not long before Sarah shows up, absolutely furious that the race even went ahead. She's had enough, and her anger is clear as she confronts the situation head-on, not holding back on how she feels about what's just happened. 13. Vinny shocks Gabby. Vinny and Gabby's move to their new place was supposed to be a fresh start, but things quickly take a turn for the worse. Just when they should be enjoying their new home and the excitement of starting this next chapter together, Vinny completely drops a bombshell. Out of nowhere, he tells Gabby he doesn't want to be a dad, leaving her stunned and lost for words. It's the last thing she expected to hear, especially after everything they've been through. Gabby's left reeling, completely confused about where this sudden outburst has come from. They've had their struggles, sure, but this feels like a whole new level of shock. She thought they were on the same page about building a future together, but now she's questioning everything. Vinny's words have shaken her to the core, and it's clear this moment is going to change the course of their relationship. 14. Liam is attacked. Mackenzie's world turns upside down when he finds out that Liam's been attacked. The sight of the doctor bleeding from his head sends him into a panic, not knowing what to do or how bad things are. It's a nightmare scenario, and the shock of seeing someone he cares about in such a state leaves him frozen for a moment. The fear is clear on his face as he tries to process what's happened and what this means for Liam. Chaz and Aaron waste no time rushing to Liam's side, desperate to help him, but the big question hangs in the air. Why has Liam collapsed like this? As they try to piece things together, it's hard to ignore the growing suspicion that John might be behind it all. Could he have been the one to hurt Liam? And if so, what's his motive? The mystery deepens, leaving everyone on edge as they try to get to the bottom of it. And there you have it, Emmerdale fans. Next week is shaping up to be full of jaw-dropping moments and unexpected twists that you won't want to miss. From new alliances forming to shocking secrets being uncovered, the drama is going to be intense, and there's no telling where it will all lead. Whether it's the explosive confrontations, life-changing decisions, or unexpected betrayals, the village is in for one wild ride. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with all the latest spoilers and drama. Make sure you've got notifications turned on so you never miss a twist or turn. We'll be back with more Emmerdale updates, so keep watching and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, enjoy the drama.